What's going on, folks? Welcome back to some V-Rising. Today we're going to be doing some decoration, although I know it's been a while. I've been working on a little bit of a project here. I still have the other base, but we went ahead and started a second base somewhere else on the map, and this one has far more room. There's room enough for the castle itself, but we also have this pathway going down all the way this way. So all this stuff is a full-on base that we can actually make. I didn't actually have enough borders to fill all this in, meaning that I think we're pretty much capped out on the amount of borders that we could put here. Okay, we could put like 35 more-ish, but there's so much space out here. Just to give you a better view of it from up top, let me go ahead and go into bat form. Oh, that's the worst time. Okay, so I can't go into bat form, but you can kind of see just based off of the borders themselves, like how much room we have in this area. There's even a cool bridge at the very front entrance of it that I really like. This is made by the game itself. So a really cool bridge to get here, which is awesome. And then we have ourselves this outdoor fence here that Ball made. And then going in here, we got the castle, the main castle, of course. And then out here, we got all this room. So I've been thinking about doing a sort of vampire village setup where I wanted to have this border going through these different pathways. And then you have buildings that are at each point on the border. Like what I mean by that is, you know, like a settlement, like you might have a blacksmith over here or like a tailoring room area. And then I'll have a separate building altogether over here. You know what I mean? It's really cool that we can actually do this because most areas don't have this much room. Like there's a crazy amount of room here, which is awesome to see. And one thing I did want to point out too is that, and you probably have already seen this, but when you don't put down borders in a certain area, of course, resources will continue to spawn there. So like these copper veins, for example, we'd have an endless supply if we never put any borders down here. Of course, you don't need this once you get to end game because sending out your servants is going to give you far more resources than something like this ever would. And that goes the same for monsters too. If you have a base that's right next to like one of those golems that we saw a second ago, or even the treants, you can keep those up and just keep those spawns going on a rotation and keep farming them as much as you possibly want to. And if we killed the golem, for example, right here, it's probably going to give us a crap ton of stone. And the treant on that side is probably going to give us more wood. And then I think they also are capable of giving us seeds too, if I remember right. But I'll just kill this one just as an example. Go ahead and blast them like that. They did just recently put out a patch too that makes the performance work a little bit better or feel a little bit better. I never really had too much of an issue with it, but I never really felt a whole lot of lag except for when the server got full. When it got close to 50 players total, that's when you'd start to see a lot of desync and whatnot. Of course, now the servers in general, a lot of them have started going down in population as far as the official servers go. Some things in the game are best when they're tweaked, I should say. And it makes sense that people might flock a little bit more to private servers than regular. When it comes to the rating system especially, because with the rating system, it's a little bit tough to deal with when you're on regular PvP or, well, specifically merciless PvP, because you do have the raid timers. The raiding only might be up for like 6 hours a day, but you have to camp there the entire time and make sure that nobody even tries, because even if you have only 10 minutes left, somebody could still easily break into your base after breaching it, kind of thing. And then when your base gets breached, those walls become like paper. So even with the regular weapon, as long as the first wall is breached, they can just tear down anything else that they want to. And a tactic that people have been using, which is actually really smart, is that all they really need to do is break your first wall to get that breach, and then they can go into bat form and backdoor into your inner base. So that means that they can, you know, just basically bypass all your defenses in one fell swoop. So I'm going to go back to the other base. I don't really need any of this stuff here. Plus, I can't take any of it with me. I'm going to have to just sort this stuff later. All right, so let's talk decorations. So my thralls have been doing great. I've just been kind of lazy and not getting them above 75 or ish gear score. Most of them are just below 70, or they're just around 70 for most of them. Just wearing Dawn Thorn and dark silver weapons, corrupted amulets, the default necklace that I got on the majority of them. But I'll probably worry about that when they do the first content update. I've just been stockpiling more resources. Not too many though, because more than likely when I'm not online during the raid times, it'll probably get raided. But like I said, the thralls make it so much easier to farm resources. You just send the thralls out constantly and then they bring a bunch back in. So even if you do get raided, it doesn't really matter, because as long as you got thralls, then you'll be able to get that investment back tenfold really quickly. Especially on a regular PvP server when they can't actually fully destroy your base. It's only on the merciless PvP servers that you'd be in a lot of danger when it comes to that portion. But yeah, on the regular PvP servers, it's not that bad on that side of things. The furniture repair is free, of course, when you have those get destroyed, and then anything else you can probably, you know, like resources lost, you can just replace that with thralls. So I want to see if we can get some decoration done here today. Let's see if I can grab a couple mats out of these benches here and see what we can do.
There was some teeming going on. At least I've been instructed some teeming, and so maybe some misunderstanding. But we were told. I was told by somebody, and he got hit too, because I don't know if he was spreading rumors or not, but he got hit as well. But you know,
let me talk to you. You know, we could have talked. You gotta set a precedent. Like, let's talk. Sit here and got my cheeks clapped. Let's do some diplomacy.
Who it is? Oh, Blackguard. You gonna learn today.
And we're back. I just needed to get some blood from outside, but I was able to do a little bit of decoration. I'm going to start at the bottom just to kind of showcase a little bit about what I've been doing. Hold on, let me regenerate a little bit here. I was able to get some more lights inside the home as well as down in my garden, but I don't have a whole lot of mats right now. I'm going to need to get more planks and stone bricks especially to continue on what I want to do, but I'm probably going to start working more on the other base because I want to see if I can get some of those outer buildings going as well as max out on the borders that we're able to put over there. Do a couple things over there to make it really look nice, but so far I've got these two statues here. I was thinking of putting some kind of, I don't know, like an indoor fence in this area to kind of block off these servant coffins, but we don't have fences that we can actually put indoors right now, so I'll have to wait on that one. But I was able to add some things to the garden down here. Speaking of fences, was able to finally put this one up so it looks a little bit more spiffy now. Looks nice. And then I got these benches right here. I did go for this water fountain. I didn't even know that we unlocked this one. It's a huge waterfall, very beautiful as well. I think you can just fill up water canteens and water vials on this one just like you can with the other ones. There are decorative ones like this little smaller one over here, but you can still actually fill up water vials on it just like you can with the water well. Now for the main attraction up here in the throne room, I was able to make a couple new additions. I did add a couple torches here in the tailoring room so it's a little bit more lively, but the throne room is the main part that I decorated. So as you can see, I've got the royal braziers right here, 2 statues on this side right here, as well as these alabaster statues right here. Looking pretty good so far. I added a couple more gargoyles alongside this fireplace, this painting right here, which looks pretty nice. I've never really been the best at decorating. I kind of just throw things where it feels right for them to go. So this isn't the best design, I'd say, at all, but it's gonna get there. I think I'll probably focus a little bit more on the other base though, like I said, because there's a lot more room over there. And this is also more of a tactical base anyway. It's not really meant to be, you know, going all out on decorations, but I like what we're able to do on the decoration side of this game so far. But even so, I cannot wait till they add more to it. I'd love to see some outdoor tent action, something where we can kind of create our own shade like I had mentioned in a previous video. It'd be really nice if we were able to do something like that. And I don't know what else they could really use for the furniture side of things. I'm sure there's a lot of furniture items that they could implement that'd be really cool. But at the moment, I'm not 100% sure on what I would recommend adding. But anyway, that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be focusing more on the other base in the next couple of videos just to see if I can do a little bit more fancy stuff over there. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.